Hi everyone! Today we're baking something truly cozy. These are Crescent Rolls, cloud soft yeast rolls filled with Dulce de Leche, boiled condensed milk. These rolls are incredibly tender with a hint of vanilla and a perfect golden crust. They are ideal for a slow Sunday breakfast or a cozy evening with a big glass of cold milk. Let's create this comfort together. To start, let's prep our dough base. Pour 1 1/4 cups of warm milk into a large, deep bowl. Make sure it's warm, not hot. Add 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast. Then add 3/4 cup of sugar. The sugar acts like fuel to help the yeast wake up faster. Give it a quick stir. No need to dissolve everything perfectly yet. We just want to combine them. Now, pour in 2.5 ounces, 70 grams, of melted butter. Make sure it's warm, not hot. Next, in go 2 eggs. Add a pinch of salt to balance the sweetness. You know, salt in sweet dough is like a secret ingredient that makes all the other flavors sing. Whisk everything thoroughly until it's mostly smooth. Don't rush. We want the eggs fully incorporated with the milk and butter. Perfect. Don't worry if the mixture looks a bit uneven. Once we add the flour, it will turn into a beautiful, smooth dough. Now it's time for the flour and vanilla. Sift in 5 cups of all-purpose flour along with 2 teaspoons of vanillin. Sifting is a key step. It aerates the flour, making the rolls fluffier and preventing lumps. Add the flour in 2 stages. Add the first half and whisk it in. Since the batter is still thin, it's easy to work with. Just keep stirring calmly, scraping the sides of the bowl. This is where the structure starts to form, so take your time to get it nice and even. Pro tip: if you don't have vanillin powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract works perfectly too. Add the second half of the flour. Start with a spatula as the dough gets thick and stretchy. Once it becomes too hard to stir, it's time to use your hands. If the dough feels a bit sticky, that's actually a good sign. It means the rolls will stay soft. To keep it from sticking to you, lightly grease your hands with vegetable oil. It's much better than adding extra flour, which can make the rolls tough and dense. Knead the dough for about 10 minutes. You can do this in the bowl or on a clean counter. As you work it, the dough will become smooth and elastic. Feel free to stretch and fold it. This develops the gluten for that airy texture. When it's soft and springy, it's ready. Cover the dough with plastic wrap or a kitchen towel and place it in a warm, draft-free spot. It needs to double in size. Once the dough has risen, gently punch it down to release the air and let it rise a second time. This double rise makes the texture even more delicate. Transfer the dough to the table and give it a quick light knead. By the way, if you're enjoying this recipe, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. There are many more delicious things coming your way. Divide the dough into about 10 equal pieces and roll each into a neat ball. Work gently, tucking the edges underneath. Keep the balls covered with a towel so they don't dry out. Take one ball and flatten it with your hands into a small oval disc. You don't even need a rolling pin. Your hands are gentler on the air bubbles. Place about 1 teaspoon of boiled condensed milk or dulce de leche on one edge. This is crucial. Pinch the edges around the filling very tightly. We don't want that caramel gold leaking out in the oven. On the remaining empty half of the dough, make a few parallel slits. These will create a beautiful pattern. Now gently roll it up. Work slowly. The neater the shape, the prettier the result. Place your rolls on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, leaving some space between them. Cover and let them rest for 15 to 20 minutes. Meanwhile, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Right before baking, brush the rolls with a beaten egg for that stunning golden brown finish. Pop them in the oven for about 25 minutes. Keep an eye on the color. As soon as they are beautifully browned and irresistible, they're done. Just look at these. The aroma is incredible. Soft dough, sweet caramel filling, and that cozy home vibe. Serve them warm with coffee, tea, or a cold glass of milk. If you like this recipe, you have to try making them and tell me how they turned out. Thanks for baking with me today. See you in the next video.